My name's Adora Spitak, and I'm here at Idea City in Toronto with Tavi, who is on the website described as a fashion wonderkind. So what exactly is it that you do?
I have a fashion blog that I write called Style Rookie, and every once in a while I am lucky enough to write or style or whatever for a magazine.
So how do you think your age has impacted, so people reading, do they think, oh wow, this is amazing to hear she's 14, or how do you think that the response has been because of your age?
There's good and bad. Some people are, think it's great that at 14 I, have access to these resources and can do things like this event, and then some think that it will result in me going to rehab and having 20 babies. So, which is maybe something that you deal with as well. But I definitely think, some people say oh, well, it's only because she's 14 that she gets to do this stuff, but I wouldn't be the same person if I wasn't 14. I think that there's still kind of a child perspective, the way that, in there they talked about how kids have this wonder and stuff and curiosity, and I think it's good to maybe have a perspective on a fashion show that comes from a critic who spent many years in the industry, and then maybe also hear from someone who doesn't really have that experience but comes at it from a different angle. So
you think that your age gives you that kind of point of view that maybe someone who's been around for a long time doesn't have?
Yeah, but it does that, but I don't think about it as really defining of anything I do other than what grade I'm in school. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a really interesting thing, because talking to people, especially if you start out young, how they think age affects what they do, it's always interesting to see.
Yeah.
So at Idea City, is there anything that you really want your speech to get across to the audience?
Well, I think what I want the speech to get across to the audience is kind of what I want my potential magazine, if I can start it, which I'll be talking about, to get across to people, which is that, you have to listen to teenagers and girls and teenage girls, because we're not stupid. We don't just vapid things and text all the time, and even those that do are not idiots. I guess that's the main thing, but yeah.
Teenage girls aren't just OMG, that is so LOL. You're really transcending that.
Well, yeah, but even the people that are, because I'm like that sometimes, who am I kidding? So even those that are, there's still something to listen to there. There are still ideas and voices to be heard there. So.
And what are some of the things you've learned at Idea City from listening to the speakers?
Oh my God, it's so much to absorb. I couldn't tell you all right now.
One or two things.
Well, that a Hubble telescope captures things with a grain of sand at a time or something like that, and or it can get every and that the average, though you and I talked about how statistics are weird, the average 17-year-old boy writes has the writing skills of a 13-year-old girl. But yeah, that's a shaky statistic, but it could be true.
So yeah, quite a variety of things, and let me guess who you're absorbing this from. I think Edna DeVore and Lionel Tiger, is that right? Somewhere.
I think it
somewhere
was
along there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So around then, yeah, and definitely there's a lot to learn. And then one last question: how do you think your knowledge about fashion and style and design impacts the way that you look at the world?
Well, I think that it's sort of changed my eye. Part of it is that just now when I watch a movie, I see the colors differently. I don't know, the composition of photographs looks different to me. I'm more impacted by those kinds of details now. But I think that as far as the world and like life situations go, like I mean maybe that's something I'll be able to reflect upon and know in the future, but I feel like there are so many, I guess, I don't know. See, the thing is that my like philosophy on style and fashion is always changing, so I'm not really, and it's not a conscious thing if I relate it to something in real life, but maybe in the future I'll be able to like remember and reflect and figure out how that corresponded.
So yeah, because when I think about it, sometimes my philosophy with writing or reading, I think that kind of changes the way I look at the world. So
Yeah.
it's interesting to see your perspective on that. And I am bad at saying finally so and so, and then I come up with another final question. So
That's the story of my life. Yes.
one more final question.
Yeah.
And this is something, since you are 14, I think that there's probably a lot you could tell. What is something you would say to other girls your age who are hoping to accomplish a lot? What would you tell them?
Have fun.
Maybe some tips, I guess.
Well, I guess a lot of people want to know the kind of like key to having a successful fashion blog, but my fashion blog is only successful when I'm having fun with it. Like otherwise it could have a lot of hits, but if I'm not enjoying writing it that day, then it doesn't make a difference. I think the main thing is just to have fun, write about what you care about, because if you try to emulate a popular fashion blogger, well, people already have that fashion blogger to read about the same stuff. You don't have to try to be unique and try to come up with something new. You just have to let it come to you. But you do have to, I guess, like go with your gut. You don't have to change your opinion because other people may not agree, because someone will always disagree. And just, if it feels like a job and if it feels like you are not agreeing with what you're writing, then just, make sure that you're having fun.
Yeah, so that's a wonderful tip for all of you out there trying to be an amazing kid like Tavi.
From a very wise person, of course.
Yeah, from a very wise person. You're being successful if you're having fun, if you're doing what you love, and you don't really have to follow what people who disagree with you are saying.
That's it. Yeah.
So listen to yourself and do what you love and have fun. Great advice. Thanks so much. Again from Idea City. Again from Idea City, this is Adora Speed Talk. Thanks for watching.